Hello and welcome to NRLW Roundup. I'm Bronte Gioiello and I'll be taking you through all the highlights from finals week 1 of the NRLW Telstra Premiership. It's prelim finals time, 4 teams all vying for a spot in next week's grand final. We kick off on Sunday afternoon in Brisbane. The minor premiers, the Broncos, will look to continue their winning streak against the Sharks, determined to make history with the club's first ever NRLW grand final appearance.
Away we go in the 2024 finals in the NRLW, and tough bounce for Matic, met solidly by Tale Holmes and Tiana Penatani. Oh, big hit, Biddle. But they are rolling the Sharks. Johnston again. Ellie trying to hit and spin away over. They're on top of the ground early, but now Robinson testing them on the outside. Ravix able to round her up. Organisation on the open side. Nua Asala will take some stopping here. And plenty of Sharks underneath.
Held up.
Smothering defence again. Short side from Hanaway. And played at by the Broncos. Hanaway has come up with the footy. And he's claiming a try. Belinda Sharp is sending it up as no try.
Kick chase has been cleared as onside. The ball's played out by Brisbane. The tackle count has been restarted on tackle 1.
Hanaway gets the ball and then it comes free and hits a Broncos player. That'll be a knock on. But that left-hand short side, Alana, they're finding some joy down there.
The ball is touched first by Cronulla.
That'll be a Cronulla knock on.
And he's knocked on in the field of play. We have a decision.
Ellie has come on early. Dodd. Preston. Space here, and the halfback takes them on. Still going Taylor Preston.
It's good work from Quincy Dodd.
Where to now? Tonegado. Oh, great defence again. This time Rapana got to Anderson. Quick play the ball though. Space on the left. Hanaway. And Brigginshaw, what a read again, but the offload will work. Penatani gets it down. It's going to require further inspection, but it's given a try. And Cronulla score first.
Good to see here on the Harvey Norman replay. Off the back of a quick play the ball, Hanaway gets the footy in her hands and Tale Holmes just breaks through that first tackle. She then drew in another 2 and got the offload to Tiana Penatani, one of the best finishers in the game. Quality centre for the Sharks, their captain. She's able to finish things off. You reckon, Bill?
Well, there's a hand there. Is it Hayley Matic?
Hayley
Did she
Matic.
put the ball down on her hand? Well, the try has been given, so we'll celebrate the try for now.
Tale Holmes does well.
Well, you buy enough tickets, you'll win the raffle, and the Broncos have just gifted too much field position.
Preston. Kick on the way. Touchies. They like it. So far, so good for the Sharks. And Dodd's away. Looking for support. Hanaway looming, but Quincy Dodd had to die with the footy in the end. 2 previous meetings between these clubs. Both won by the Broncos in cliffhangers by 4 points. Round 7 in Townsville last year and round 8 this season. And eventually, they take tackle number 1. Gould now. Off the left, and the legs tackle from Saunders enough. Here comes Lenarduzzi. This is the end where she scored that match winner a fortnight ago. Brill had to work hard to find Broughton. Matic chimes in. Hayley Matic back against the grain and was about to reach out for the try line before the show of strength by the Sharks defenders. Broughton now. And they get to her, not buying the dummy. It was Preston. And Byers there to lend a hand. Brigginshaw now. And it's heavy off the boot. Hanaway eventually played at it. It's another line dropout. Hanaway for Johnston. Back to Saunders. And they have another crack on that left-hand side, testing out Brigginshaw's side, and Holmes. Superb first half showing from the Cronulla Sharks, who lead at 6-0 at the break. The Broncos with plenty of work to do here if they want to return to the grand final stage. They were so dominant in the early years of the NRLW. But time to get this second half underway. Grand final spot on the line. And the Broncos playing catch-up at Totally Workwear Stadium. Cronulla, can they go on with the job? No injury concerns. Taka Pautalo again. New South Wales under-19s rep earlier this year. Preston, delay on the pass. Biddle trying to take Hufunga with her. And the upset is on here. Cronulla lead 10-0, kick to come.
And just made sure that she had it, footy in her hands, caught a player under. And then Anessa Biddle, she has been absolutely dynamite in defence. Just runs a great line off her halfback. Clever footy.
Kick is waved away. And then Broughton, the superstar halves for the Broncos. In front of the uprights, Joseph will play it. Brigginshaw, runners in motion. Tasman Rupp, and what a tackle by Hanaway. Brigginshaw, though, over the top, into touch, and they're still scoreless. Nua Asala back on. Sets them up with a rampaging run and quick play the ball for Brill. Our defenders turned around. Destiny Brill, capable of finding that try line, is held up again, and Cronulla have done that on multiple occasions.
Yeah, great defence again from the Cronulla Sharks.
Foliaki is on, made that tackle. Brill beat two of them. Destiny Brill, who scored 9 tries in her career, just 30th game today. It's a great strike rate for an interchange forward that she is now. Maddock, great hands. Hufunga stormed through but got collared by Ravix, importantly. And final spot on the line. Brigginshaw. Oh, great hands, Maddock. Penatani finished her off, took it away, one-on-one. Penatani, this defensive performance by Cronulla, it's tough to remember a better one by any team. Dodd. Broncos defence backing off until that moment. What a hit, Nua Asala on Dimmick.
And then this was crucial too. Ali Brigginshaw, she stands up in the key moments, often in attack with her kicking game, and so too her ball playing.
Dodd. Oh, what a pass, Dimmick! Stopped again by Lafayette this time. That is a remarkable tackle. Hanaway, what a pass! Staples, that might seal it! Cronulla, are they on their way to a first NRLW Grand Final?
You can see how threatened the Broncos are of her running game. They stayed nice and jammed. She's been attacking and peppering down that left edge the whole game and just comes up with the perfect pass. Read the defensive line beautifully in the execution to get the footy to Cassie Staples. All class from the Cronulla Sharks.
Already nailed a nice one earlier in the contest. And plenty of height on that. The wind taking it away this time.
Yeah, it'll be huge. A lot of positivity buzzing around the Shire about footy this year, but here she goes. Ali Brigginshaw always stands up at this point.
Tani finished off Rapana. 2 more plays left on this set. Lenarduzzi for Joseph. They keep on making their tackles. Oh, Holmes reefed it out. What's she thinking? Penalty on the last opens the door for the Broncos. Jada Ferguson. Oh, then that tackle from Foliaki. Ferguson able to survive it. And look at that. Anderson trademark on Clark. Brigginshaw. Time stands still for Ali. We've seen that before. Just wanted to buy a bit of room perhaps for the next play, but Joseph has coughed it up. Anderson again helping out at dummy half. Quincy Dodd getting a breather. Doesn't go off too often, Quincy Dodd, but Having a well-deserved spell today. Anderson creative for Johnston, keeping it alive. Oh, Hanaway! Oh, intercept taken by Dam. It was risky stuff from Hanaway. We thought it might come off.
It was looking very close, wasn't it?
Here come the runners. Robinson. And look at Cronulla again. Tonegado denies Julia Robinson, and the Broncos will be kept to 0 for the first time by these Sharkies.
Yeah, well, they might have lost the last few games on the trot, but the Cronulla Sharks certainly built their confidence ahead of next weekend's grand final just through hard work. Brilliant defence. They've looked the better side this entire game of footy, and look at the celebrations. They're going to their first grand final.
In just their second year, the Cronulla Sharks are into the big one. They knock off the Broncos in Brisbane by 14 points to 0 to book their spot in the grand final. What a performance.
Next up, we head to Allianz Stadium. The Roosters and defending premiers, the Knights, do battle. Winner will secure a position in the grand final, loser goes home.
So at Allianz Stadium, it's the Knights, the two-time defending champs, against the Roosters for the right to face Cronulla in the 2024 grand final. And Millie Elliott brings it back against the club she won a grand final with. Once her kicker in Southwell. He drives it low, over the head. Fressard, what a kick from the Newcastle seven.
You spoke about the northeast breeze, who behind Newcastle just absolutely smashed that ball.
Aiken looking sprightly. Kernick is through and keeps it alive for Bremner. Higgins couldn't take it away one-on-one. Newcastle on the back foot, still getting their line set here. Aiken over the top, and Bronte Parker in the corner. The 6 on her back, playing on the right wing, and the Roosters rewarded for a sensational start here.
Harvey Norman replay, 4 attackers on 3, goes to the line. My Knights hat on, it's gone forward a metre, but anyway, play on. A nice ball here, over the top. Saw the rushing defence. Beautiful pass on the outside.
Yeah, Bronte Parker finished it off well, but out of the hands. I'm with you, Joey. It didn't look kosher, but the touchy was in line with it. He let it fly.
So close to claiming the point-scoring title this season, trying to bend it back. What a hit, but it's waved away. Georgia Roach fires it back to Romanak. And she'll play it on the last here. Higgins back into the 9. Roach, Georgia Roach is through the tackle, beats a couple, and the Englishwoman hits back.
But the lead-up was what was most important. See here, show and go, one-on-one with her opposite half. She does very well here, does Georgia Roach.
Look at this from Jessie Southwell. What have you made of her goal kicking this year, Joe?
Yeah, I know it's an area game she's really worked on. Maybe needs a bit more work. Nothing like a knock. Sorry, Jess.
Elliott. Almost over the try line, but held up. Davis. And over, is she? Keely Davis for the Roosters gets through Higgins, and the home team lead again.
Flooding through those gaps, we see here was a great lead-up play by Millie Elliott on the Harvey Norman replay. Just this work by Keely Davis. You can just see Upton shoots up there to try and shut down that threat of Amber Hall. Then Davis does really well to squirrel her way around and get over the try line. Does she get it down cleanly? Yeah.
It's a try.
Well done.
First try of the season for the Roosters number 9, who lost 2 grand finals with the Dragons in 2019 and 2021. Will she be there with the Roosters this year? 72% with the boot throughout the year for Jocelyn Kelleher. Makes it a 6-point lead. And Papali'i just into the game made an important legs tackle. Upton wraps around right-hand side. And Albert Jones flicks it out the back for Gallagher. Still 2 more plays left. And another offload for Maynard. Eventually the footy is wrapped up. Davis fires it back to Kelleher. Bremner's wrapping around, and that was the target. Sammy Bremner, what a move! The Roosters score, and Sammy Bremner, is she on her way to a grand final here?
I think it's Joss Kelleher. They don't get up on her too much. They give her a little bit of space. See how they're moving laterally there, the Knights. And all she does is engages a second rower, and then Sammy Bremner does very well to stay up on her inside there. Doesn't present on the outside. Nice little play there by the Roosters.
A smart play. Bremner went a long way to get involved there and just sat on the inside just in case.
Ivania Politi and Tonegata, who are part of the 17, and Kelleher adds the extras again. Coach of Newcastle. Bremner again, big hole. Sammy's got a double. Oh, what a finish to the half. And everyone loves Sammy Bremner.
Maynard was left on the ground behind this on the Harvey Norman replay. Taryn Aiken, this is a lovely worked play. You see the second rower drops under, and then when that inside defender clocks onto her, Sammy Bremner takes that space. And yet again, she's in the right place at the right time. Bremner, I'm sure that voice will be screaming for the footy in those occasions.
Flying. Tamika Upton didn't get near Sammy. Just watch the acceleration here and gets in the clear. Just absolutely burns Tamika on the outside. Big half time coming up for the Knights. Ben Jeffries, the coach, is going to make him believe.
And believe has been their key word. Ted Lasso and all that. Just the kick to come before half time here. What a whirlwind finish it has been to this half for the home team at Allianz. And Kelleher squeezes it home for a half-time scoreline of 22 points to 4 in favour of the Roosters over the Knights. Welcome back to Allianz. Second half about to get underway here. The Roosters with a commanding lead as they look to join Cronulla in next week's grand final at Accor Stadium. Can Newcastle turn it around? They start with the ball in their hands, and Tanao, was she held? That was the call. And they're able to get a roll on immediately here. 2 more plays here. Hopewadi trying to bounce through a hole. Ball comes loose, and it was stripped out again with 2 in the tackle. Going to make that margin 20 points, and she does so. She's waiting behind Hannah Southwell here. Tamika gets it and is through. Upton, and Bremner makes the try saver. What a game she's playing. And gets involved again. Albert Jones.
The ball remains up at all times and does not get to the ground. We have a decision.
Kelleher, end over end.
40,
Well,
30.
Newcastle have clocked off there. Upton thought it was Gallagher's, but it'll be Roosters' ball again, won't it?
It's a 40-10.
Newcastle on the back foot here. Aiken has seen that. Over the top, nails the pass this time. Fressard for the corner, eventually taken into touch, and Parker and Southwell celebrate.
Amazing toughness playing with that elbow.
Oh! Tinao stops Fressard, the Energizer Bunny, going nowhere that time. Here comes Tamika, and they went to the front rower instead and not the fullback.
Oh, Millie, great tackle. Gets up, body on the line, but the key was, tackle there, tackled over the ball. Good run.
Going too.
And the late offload as well for Bremner, weaving her way through traffic. Here's Upton, opens up the space, and Eva McEwen has her first try in the NRLW.
Yeah, we spoke about being the best player in the world, Tamika Upton. Watch the way she gets the ball here. Harvey Norman replay, watch Tamika Upton here. Will go to the line, straighten, pull the defender, and play short. That is as good as it gets. You won't see better ball playing there. This is the key. Get her a bit wider. Bigger spaces out wide. This will show it perfect. Watch, into the line, holds it up. That is amazing play.
Joey, the second time we've seen Jessie Southwell pass to Tamika Upton. The first led to that penalty. They challenged the knock-on or the ball into touch, and then the second one led to points.
I think your best players play together. Oh, yeah, she's got it.
Back in front of the post. Oh, knocked on. Big hit as well.
First one, Newcastle.
If I could
Second one,
imagine a
Roosters.
place not to run,
Your scrum,
it
East,
would
when
be
you want it.
between Millie Elliott and Amber Hall.
Aiken taken down after getting the kick away. Not a whole lot in it, but knocked on by Gallagher. And that should do it for the
Newcastle.
Roosters.
Knock on, girls.
It was great
Just a
kick
knock
pressure
on.
by Jasmine
Roosters,
Strange.
ready on the scrum.
Sprinted down.
On the scrum line.
Here we go.
Field goal.
A little bit of field goal practice for next week. And it's nailed.
How good's that?
Taryn Aiken can do it all.
Bang. Straight out the black dot. It's an area of the game which has really improved this year, is the kicking game in the NRLW. Really improved. The goal kicking has improved out of sight, but the general play kicking.
Higgins able to roll off the back of Hannah.
Once again, no support. No support around the dummy half.
Davis gives away the
On
penalty.
the mark, give it 10. He's 10.
Higgins entitled to the quick tap and scores the consolation try. And there's zero celebration, understandably.
Harvey Norman replay. It's outside the 10. Tap and go. Roosters players on their heels. Disappointment for the Knights. They're looking for the three-peat. Olivia Higgins just strolls over.
Siren has sounded. Jesse Southwell adds the 2. But it will be the Sydney Roosters against the Cronulla Sharks in the NRLW Grand Final of 2024. John Strange and the Roosters there again for the 4th time. The Tricolours will be there on the final day of the season. And they take on Cronulla in their first grand final in the NRLW in just their 2nd season. Full time here at Allianz. That is a fortress for these Sydney Roosters. They win it 25 points to 16.
Another spectacular round of NRLW football. Join us next week when we show you all the tries, all the big hits and all of the action on NRLW Roundup. Thanks for watching. See you next week.